Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today I'm going to explain the movie called Spring. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. Evan Russell, a young American guy, experiences the death of his mother due to cancer. Following his mother's burial, he gets into a physical argument with another man while drinking at the restaurant where he works, which results in his losing his job the next day. His friend suggests that he travel to clear his head. Evan takes a trip to Italy. He meets a flirty girl named Louise, who he initially distrusts but eventually grows intrigued with. He obtains a job at a local farm and moves to a tiny village in southern Italy to pursue his love with Louise. After first rejecting Evan, Louise finally has intercourse with him without the use of a condom. She wakes up before he does the next morning, has a terrible appearance, and flees. Later, while touring the town, Evan runs across Louise and strikes up a conversation with her. They later go on a joint exploration of the town. Louise inquires about Evan's family history after a few dates. He eventually relents and asks Louise to tell him something about herself, despite his aversion to divulging specifics. Louise removes the contact lens from her right eye to demonstrate her heterochromia to Evan. Evan notices the similar condition in the women in several of the museum's paintings, as well as on the cover of a book. Louise is having supper with Evan one night when her skin condition begins to deteriorate. She flees the street and is pursued by a tourist who mistakenly believes she is a prostitute. After she mutates into a reptile monstrosity, Louise kills him unintentionally. When immigration officers pay a visit to the farm, Evan, who has been working illegally there, is forced to leave. He goes to Louise's place because he has nowhere else to go. He sees blood on the floor and hears a weird voice through the chain-locked door. He discovers an octopus-like thing on the floor, wearing Louise's clothes and attempting to reach a syringe. He grabs the syringe and hurriedly injects it into the creature's neck. Evan learns that Louise is a 2000-year-old mutant. She is the subject of all the photographs of ladies with dual eye color, including the one on the book's cover. She becomes pregnant every 20 years in the spring, and her body uses cells from the embryo she carries to rebuild her, changing into various species in the process. Evan is taken aback and walks away. Louise follows him and continues to inform him about his situation. She admits that she didn't use a condom during her encounter with Evan in order to get pregnant on purpose. She also reveals that if she falls in love with someone, her body produces oxytocin, a hormone that prevents embryo cells from being consumed, causing her immortality to be lost. Evan inquires about her feelings for him, to which she responds that she is not in love with him and that she would not give up her immortality for anyone. Evan then requests that she spend her final 24 hours with him before re-evolving with him. They converse with one another all night long. Louise brings Evan to the ruins of Pompeii, where she was born, early in the morning, and tells him about her family's history. When the moment comes, Evan makes one more attempt to persuade Louise not to transform. Louise lies down on Evan's lap with her head on his lap as he refuses to go and talks to her about the experience of being mortal and all the positive sides of it. Evan stares down at Louise. However, he discovers Louise in her present human form, with the volcano that killed Louise's family roaring in the background.